welcome to the Pro Brick exclusive YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, ring the bell, like and share and comment on the video. Let's see what's going on, guys.
I'm going to divorce my husband of 10 years. My husband and I met when I was 18. It had always been just me and my best friend, but when my husband came along, we became an inseparable trio. For me, it was love at first sight. I had the biggest crush on him, but didn't want to ruin the friendship thing we had, so I kept it to myself until he confessed to me when we were 20. Things went fast and we got married when we were 22.
Now, she talked about a trio. Was that between her, her friend, and the husband? Let's just see what happens here, guys.
My best friend got married too, and we have all remained
Okay, so the best friend got married too, so that brought the relationship back to 2.
We had invited my best friend and her husband around for dinner, and we were joking about things when my husband brought up how he had always had a crush on my best friend, but then she got a boyfriend, so he settled for me instead.
That's crushing. Guys, you don't do that. You don't do that. If you like somebody, you give them 100%. Let's go to our scripture for today, Proverbs 11:20. The Lord detests people with crooked hearts, but he delights in those with integrity. The Lord detests people. It's not good to have a crooked heart, but it is good to have a heart of integrity. And that's one thing, guys, I do have. I don't give a shit what anybody says about me. That's one thing I do have, a heart of integrity. And so should you, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe, ring the bell, like, share, comment on the video.
I tell you, my whole world just came crashing down. I realized my marriage of 10 years was him settling for second best, that I was never...
And that's it. You never make a girl settle for second best. My last breakup was over family members that were just fucking unbelievably difficult. I couldn't really complain about her, only the sense of she could have had more backbone and pulled them into line, but I don't think that was possible. But never make a girl feel like she's second best, ever. Never.
Never his first option. After that, everything he did just started to annoy me, and he just stopped being attractive to me anymore. We haven't...
And I fully understand that. As the problem that I had began to wear on, and I could see that this person just wasn't going to or didn't know how to deal with it, we spoke about boundaries and things. Yeah, I started to try, but in the end, I just disliked the people. I disliked those boys, and that was sad for her because she lost out in the end.
We slept together in 6 months because I feel so disgusted. I just want out. I feel like I've wasted my life. I'm disappointed in him and myself for believing I was the one he liked. So the funny thing about this is that this post somehow got back to the husband, so he made a reply post and he says, I destroyed my marriage with a stupid comment and a one-night stand. So I found my wife's post. I'm going to divorce my husband of 10 years. Someone made a video about it and that video got back to me. I would like to tell my side. When I met my wife, I didn't really think much of her. She was funny, kind, and a good friend, but I had no interest.
She looks alright to me. She's not bad. Fuck, what's wrong with these blokes?
Sarah was gorgeous. She had long red hair and these soft freckles and long lashes. She was my dream girl, but she was not interested in me. I noticed my wife, Amber, was hanging out with me more, laughing at my jokes, listening to me, and it made me consider having more of a relationship with her. Sarah got a boyfriend.
See, that's just a relationship of convenience. Don't do that to people, guys. Don't just have a relationship of convenience. That's not fair on people. Be fair dinkum about it. The Lord detests people with crooked hearts, but he delights in those with good hearts, with integrity. Crooked heart gets you nowhere, guys, and it's something that we're always going to have to be up against. There is something innate, inbred, inherent in all of us that wants to be crooked. Don't be crooked. Have a good heart. Try and be as good as you can. If somebody makes out you've got a crooked heart illegitimately, you're going to have to remove yourself from them and get on with it. But this girl... Gee, what a hard place to find yourself in. 20 years of marriage and you're the second best.
About a year into us being friends, and her interest in our friendship got dwindled. She hung out with us less and spent more time with her boyfriend, which left me and Amber alone a lot. I ended up giving up on Sarah and focusing on Amber, and we started dating and got married. We kept our friendship with Sarah, but we focused...
See, the woman married him and everything. I mean, she's not a bad looking sort. I reckon she would have worked in with him.
on each other. In the back of my mind, though, it's always felt like I had missed out on something. My marriage was boring. Amber and I were basically friends, and I was working hard to save for a house, and she was working hard to save for future kids, so we were existing alongside each other, not actually together. So one day when we were at dinner, I got jealous of Sarah and her husband, who seemed happy, and made a comment about settling for Amber. Amber shut down after that. She kept repeating the same questions over and over, and it would make...
Can you blame her? Okay, I've gotten angry at my partners, but they've known underneath that it's for the right reasons. I've never, ever, ever made them feel like second best, because the fact of the matter is they haven't been second best. They've always been number one. And that's how you should treat people, guys. Please don't treat people like they're second best, because the Lord detests people with crooked hearts, but he delights in those with integrity. Have integrity, Proverbs 11:20. In everything you do, guys, please. Life works out better.
Make me so angry that I didn't want to answer, so I didn't. I guess that was my first bad move. Sarah messaged me after dinner to check if I was okay, and we kept messaging. She was just reassuring me that
This is something too. There are girls that won't text. And to me, that's just a sign of laziness. It's a sign of presumption. My last girlfriend, man, I tell you, she was just silent all the time. And that didn't work in her favour. What it actually did was help me to detach and not rely on her for certain particular things within the relationship, which she just didn't have the mechanisms to present.
The same questions over and over, and it would make me so angry that I didn't want to answer, so I didn't. I guess that was my first bad move. Sarah messaged me after dinner to check if I was okay.
If you listen, he didn't want to answer. You cannot avoid the issue. I've always said, guys, if there's an issue on your part, you must confront it. If there's an issue on her part, she must confront it. Yeah, allow a little bit of time. But if the issue doesn't get resolved, I'm telling you right now, I live by this. The issue will resolve you. It absolutely will. It always does. There's just the way the universe works. So ladies and guys who are watching this, if there is an issue, confront the issue, have the courage. And it also produces intimacy as well. When people don't confront issues, look at what happened to this girl. She shut down. When you do confront the issues and resolve them, intimacy is brought forth.
And we kept messaging. She was just reassuring me that I did nothing wrong and it would work out. Then I got a text saying Amber was planning to divorce me. So Sarah came over and we tried to stop her from leaving me, but it seemed to only make things worse. Sarah saw how distraught I was and stayed to comfort me, and we drank, and in one stupid drunk mistake, we ended up sleeping together.
So he slept with the best friend.
Oh my God, you asshole. Sarah confessed to her husband that we slept together, and her husband told Amber. Now both of our marriages are ruined.
This is Amber, and marriages like this get ruined every day, viewers. Every day. Because why? The Lord detests people with crooked hearts, and so do people detest people with crooked hearts, but we delight in those with integrity. Integrity is a hard thing to find. And honestly, guys, if you are trying to live an life of integrity and people are causing issues and they're not resolving them, they got crooked hearts. And you need to get yourself into an area where there's people with straight hearts. They want to be straight. They want to fix things, get things straight. A lot of people with crooked hearts too are usually medicated or on some form of drug or medication or recreational drug. And it does affect their integrity. And you will find that usually you're dealing with people that are just mute. They hide from things. They don't want to deal with things. And this is how they end up.
It so much, and I just wish I could take it all back. I'm so sorry. What a piece of shit.
So, this is what happens. This is how it ends up. And it shouldn't, guys. The Lord detests people with crooked hearts. And we detest people with crooked hearts. Because it's deliberate, but we delight in those with integrity. And integrity is one of the most beautiful characteristics that this life has to offer. You are watching the Pro Brick exclusive channel with Reverend Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, otherwise known as Pro Bricky, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys.